I'm not used to this level of scrutiny, bro. I'm not
I'm
used
just
to this level of scrutiny.
I'm waiting for Corey.
level of scrutiny.
Where the fuck is Corey at?
This has been in my like orifice for some time now.
If Corey is not here, then we can talk about Maul with Koozie. Koozie,
Sorry, what were you saying?
have you seen Maul?
Of course, of course.
What do you think of it?
I thought it was excellent. I thought the animation style really stood out. Like
Dude, yes.
they absolutely nailed the in between of the cartoonish, Clone Wars mixed with like graffiti-esque.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. As for the actual plot, it's obviously still building up, but a lot of the characters that we're just now being introduced to are definitely compelling.
So Jake, here's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking that girl, the red one, she's actually going to end up being Talon, Darth Talon.
Okay.
From George Lucas's original script, where it was going to be Maul having a Twi'lek, and Maul has been building up all of the syndicates, and they're going to, now that after Ahsoka season 2, Thrawn has 3 Night Sisters with him, and they're showing up on Dathomir. They're gonna find Talon. She's gonna resurrect Maul with the help of those Night Sisters, and they're gonna work with Thrawn, and this is all going to happen.
Okay, so
wait! Somebody's fan is like crazy.
It's not mine.
But they're gonna reconnect with Talon and get with like resurrect Maul, and it's like, I know this all sounds retarded, but that's what Disney Star Wars is at this point. And like I basically think what's gonna happen is they're setting up Talon so that we see her later, and it's gonna be her. She's gonna just been meditating upon whatever. They're gonna show up. In the original Thrawn books, he had a cloned Jedi named Juru Sabayoth, and Juru Sabayoth like went crazy with the Force and was like this massive power that Thrawn had. So it's basically the same thing. They're just going to use Thrawn for it. All these major battles going to happen. That's how they're going to have young Han, young Luke, young Leia, young everybody all fighting, and then it's going to end, and then we'll have the sequel trilogy. So they'll still do George Lucas's original trilogy.
Except not 7, 8, 9. It'll be episodes 10, 11, and 12.
Yeah, but episodes 10 and 12 and 12 will take place between 6 and 7.
And this is all confirmed?
No, this is just speculation, but like
the new trilogy's been speculated.
The George Lucas story was George and Talon, who was a red Twi'lek who was from the books. That was the trilogy that, remember? Okay, Koozie, you and I have talked about this before. Remember how I told you when George sold it, he actually met with them and handed them over a script for the movies?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so that script was Darth Maul training Talon and then using all of the crime syndicates as his army to retake the galaxy.
Oh, that's fascinating.
And start his own order. They're doing that. They're doing that. But this takes place right before Rebels. So if this takes place before Rebels, Maul dies in Rebels because Obi-Wan kills him. So they're obviously going to have Talon not die, and Talon's going to wake up. Her name's Devin. You know they're going to change it to Darth Talon. Come the fuck on, bro. Like, and she's a red Twi'lek, which we've never seen before.
Right. Definitely stood out as well. Yeah.
Like, yes. So, and she's a past Jedi. All this. It's just there's all this shit, man. So,
it's good to hear because
we're gonna be getting into this when Corey gets here. But like,
he's watching it right now.
Is he on his
Devin,
because I want him to be able to talk to Kuzi for a little bit.
Yeah.
Or
Devin
Kuzi-
sounds like a
he's-
metrosexual name.
He is quite literally watching the episodes right now. He just tested it into the network. But so I'll wait to break it down more until Traps gets here. But my overall thoughts, I like it, but here's the thing: it's lacking sauce. Now, granted, it's only 2 episodes, but I feel like
What? Do you know what that means?
I would disagree. I think it has the sauce. I think it has no context.
It is still set up.
okay,
Yeah, I was gonna
maybe
say.
not sauce, but like
I
I
think
feel
it
like-
has this like there's definitely the sauce in the way that Maul fucks some shit up, and some people fuck some shit up. Like there's some pretty badass scenes.
also is Lawson an EU character or is he
No,
just made
he's
for the
no.
show?
Lawson's a complete. Yo, they named the police officer of the planet Lawson.
Yeah, it's
He's
too
the
good.
only police officer on the whole planet. Wow, he's got a tough job.
No, there's like droids that work with him.
Also, here's my thing,
His name is Lawson.
Tori or Kuzi, Roland. I don't know if you guys felt this way, but I was actually like getting into the story, and then every time that Lawson would say laser sword, it literally like took me out of it. I was like,
That's a reference to the fact that George Lucas used to refer to them as laser swords.
I know, but it just took me out of it. Like,
Yes, of
like-
course it would, but like
Yeah,
they're like,
because they
well,
definitely wouldn't refer to it as that, right? It was just like a fun nod.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
a nod, but the double use of it. But then you have to chalk that up to the fact that they just don't know what it is. But then you're like, well, it's only been 20 years. Like I know what a fucking MP40 is.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
I will
Like,
say,
I've seen an MP40. I've seen World War II weaponry. Yes, it was Obi-Wan referring to it as a no. It was Han Solo.
yes, I will
On the
say
phone.
when Maul shows up in episode 1, right? And he has he has his hood on and his lightsabers are going. Mwah, bro. Like that his scenes, I hate that the kids say this now, but his aura farming scenes go hard in the first 2 episodes, bro. Like
Definitely
Maul
agree.
just has that it factor, bro. No matter what he's in, he's always cool in everything. So
Yeah, he's just like it's like you know why? It's because when Darth Maul shows up, you know you're fucked.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
man, it's like Sung Jin Woo could rival him, you know?
I think Darth Maul could take
The drip.
quite a bit of people. He ain't taking Eisen, but he's taking quite a bit of people.
You fucking Eisenglaser. Jeez. That's like a German word. I just hope you understand that. Eisenglaser. It stands for,
Eisen Glazer.
slur.
It means
I
dick
mean-
sucker.
Well, yeah, that's the same difference.
Maul could probably beat some very powerful people. He is that powerful. So
Oh, he could if he had the apprentice. He probably would have been able to. Like, he is rivaled, not as powerful, but could get close to Anakin. Like realistically, so the way that Maul is he's extremely powerful in the dark side. So with the way that he is, he would be like the not even quite the opposite of Anakin. Because he would still be less he'd still be less powerful. which is why he needs an apprentice.
Right.
Because with him and an apprentice, easily taking Anakin. Especially if it's Ahsoka.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with that angle completely.
And I mean, Maul, man, like, Kuzi, I don't know if like you felt this way, but like, I wasn't necessarily taken out of the show when Maul wasn't there, but like every scene that Maul's in, even if he's just standing there, has so much more impact than when he's not there. If that makes sense. Like he his impact on like every scene, at least like, in my eyes, is bigger than like he carries this weight with him that every scene that he's in feels like it matters. And granted, yes, it's his own show, but like the other characters just don't measure up to him, at least, in my eyes. But they shouldn't, because it's Maul's show. So
Yeah, I agree.
But-
And he can do so many things that can surprise the viewer. He is one of those characters that can truly surprise you, and you think he's going one way, and he has his own methods. Always.
Yeah, it's always something you don't see coming with him. Like,
I don't
like
trust
at the end of Clone Wars when he decides, like, fuck it, I'm just gonna steal the ship and dip.
I mean, I don't trust his current plan. I think he's doing something completely different, but he's just using his current crew to get to like, to like advance his plan, I feel like. I
No,
mean,
I
we all know
actually okay, so I actually don't think that's true at all. I think, in fact, that he's rebolstering what he once had, which was he had control over the Hutts, he had control over the Black Sun, he had control over the Pikes, he had control over the Mandalorian Syndicate, and he had which was Death Watch. I mean, he had Crimson Dawn, he had fucking everything, right? They all thought he died during Order 66. So he's going around picking them all back up.
right.
And I have a feeling that what he wants to do is just at this point be a fucking nuisance to the Empire. The same way that the clones in Bad Batch want the Clone Rebellion, in the same way that the Rebels want and Rebels. This is all happening at the same time. It's just showing all of the different groups that are attacking.
Holy glaze. Are you hating on Maul, bro? Cammy, there's no way that you hate Maul, bro.
No.
And not that it means a lot either, but on Rotten Tomatoes, it was 100%. The 2 episodes, they were both at 100%.
Well, Rotten Tomatoes, we've often talked a lot of shit on, but
Yeah.
Is that
if you
the
believe
critic
it-
score, or is that the audience?
Well, they're good. They're good episodes. They're inoffensive. Like, they don't actually mess with the lore at all in these 2 episodes, minus the fact that Maul is existing at this time period. Like, that's that, but that's not this show's fault. You know what I
That's
mean?
always been
Yeah, right.
That's always been a gripe that you have had, though, Roland. Is that you've said, and I don't want to like paraphrase you, but like you've said,
I agree with RK Outpost Ryan Kennel that yeah, they never should have brought Maul back. I agree with that.
right, but now that he's here, like, just
Well,
It's
yeah,
just-
now that he's here, and fucking make him good. But like, he gets. Listen, his death to Obi-Wan. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'm okay with it. I'm lukewarm on it. I think it was a mistake to kill him because he should have been the villain for the sequel trilogy.
yeah. Agreed.
Because him going after Obi-Wan Kenobi's apprentice in Luke Skywalker would have been way better.
Especially how in the movies he was like way more of a soldier, and you didn't get to see like his true what he
Yes.
would have done. Yeah.
Well, he was supposed to be Anakin.
Mm-hmm. Have that power, right? Be Palpatine's next in command.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's well, Palpatine trained him, raised him.
Right.
He's the only character we know of that got raised by Palpatine, literally.
Do you guys think that we get a Palpatine and Maul fight in the show or no?
Well, Marcel, I don't disagree with that. I just don't think they executed everything correctly. You know what I mean? Bringing back Maul was the best thing they could have done for Clone Wars and Rebels, he says.
I mean, he is the best part of Clone Wars.
Yeah, pretty much.
So-
Him and the Mandalorians are the best part, and the clones. The clones are
Yeah.
the best part. The clones are the best.
Well, yeah, but
Anyway,
Maul
but-
has a great arc, though.
Yes, but what was your question, Roman?
I was asking whether you guys think that Palpatine and Maul will fight on this show. Because
I
he's
think,
talking.
I think we're gonna have Maul and Vader fight, and season 2 is already confirmed, so I think we're gonna have Maul and Vader fight at some point. And when they do, I mean that just confirms everything for Rebels. Why Maul, when they're at the ziggurat, are so like. Why Maul's so freaked out that he's like, Vader's gonna show up, we have to fucking go.
Yeah.
Like,
And then there's a comic where they fought,
I
right?
think, well, in the comic where they fought, Vader kills him.
Oh. Ooh. Damn. Okay. That's obviously not canon.
Yeah, and then they also fight in. I want to say. Oh no, Starkiller fights him in Force Unleashed. But that's Starkiller fights Maul, but that's that's Proxy being Maul. By the way,
Right.
Proxy, most underrated droid.
Yeah. Ram Koda, the most underrated Jedi.
Yeah, facts.
But
Facts.
I'm a
But
big
yeah,
fan
no.
of Sniper
Dude,
DS.
you remember Ram Koda, right?
Where did he appear?
The
The
Force
Force
Unleashed.
Unleashed.
He's the
Okay,
Jedi-
yeah. Sure.
The
I
Jedi-
played both the games.
Yes, dude. The old Jedi Master Proxy was the droid that would be like, "Hey, Master, can we just kill people?"
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Ram Koda's the one that didn't like the clones. And he had his own
His own
He had
personal
his-
military that turned
Yeah.
out to be the rebellion.
I remember another corrupt Jedi named Krell that also hated clones.
Oh, I hate that guy though. He's different.
Yeah.
Koda's not corrupt though. Ram
Yeah.
Koda's a
I
G.
no, I watched those episodes with Kuzi, and
Oh man.
I remember his rage. Like,
Because how could they do this
I-
to our clone brothers? How could they do that?
No, listen, bro. Nothing will ever break my heart as much as Fives' death, bro. Nah, bro. That's
S tier.
yeah, that one.
Bring those ratios down now! Now!
Yeah, Anakin screaming, and so is Rex. Like Rex is crying. Oh, dude.
If you don't like that, you don't like Star Wars.
Yo, fucking for real.
Mhm.
And dude, Fives was so close to like uncovering everything too, which is
Yo, he
actually,
could have saved.
Oh, he was on
He
the
really
bridge.
could have
Yeah.
saved Anakin. He could have saved Anakin.
Yep.
yeah, bro. It was
Fucking wild.
That's the biggest what if because he is the chosen one. So imagine if he actually stayed on the path.
Yeah,
I
dude.
mean,
Mhm.
didn't he technically do what he was set out to do though? He just did it in a way that like the
yeah,
prophecy
he just took weird steps to do it, but he did it.
Yeah.
He still brought
Um,
us to the Force.
Right. Prophecy fulfilled at the end of the day, but in a weird way.
Yeah. No, but back to Maul though. Do we see him getting resurrected from Rebels at the end of this show or at the end of Ahsoka's season 2? I think it's gonna be at the end of Ahsoka's season 2.
Probably, yeah, they'll probably make it a movie, right?
I would guess so.
Yeah, maybe lean into it at the end of Ahsoka season 2.
Because Ezra is back now, right? Ezra is in the galaxy. So if Ezra's in the galaxy with the rebels back and Thrawn's at Dathomir, then Thrawn is working on Dathomir to try and resurrect Maul with the Night Sisters, the 3 Night Sister mothers, like Mother Talzin. And we don't even know if Mother Talzin's going to show back up because she just shows up randomly. Hey, Jake, you typing?
That's me.
Also, speaking of showing up randomly.
But hold on, let me finish real quick.
Sorry.
So
Proceed.
Talon might be there with Mother Talzin, just fucking vibing out, training, all this other shit. And perfect timing. And like what I'm expecting is that they're going to resurrect Maul again. Now, we don't even know if Ventress is going to show up in this show, in the Maul show, because that's totally fucking possible. Ventress, now that she's just alive, is, because of Bad Batch, is totally possible to just show up anytime, anywhere at this point. She could be in The Mandalorian. And in the Bounty Hunter sideshow that they made, like Tales of the Bounty Hunters, she has an apprentice. So, like, Ventress is out there training her Jedi somewhere. So we literally have no fucking idea where she's at. So, like, you're telling me they're not going to do an Avengers-style movie?
Ladies and gentlemen, the third host of the RoloRome cast, Krabs. What's happening?
Hello, everyone.
What's up, man?
I'm
It's carbs.
just doing my best to stay sane in this fucked up world.
You and all of us, man.
Thank you, Benjamin Money.
Krabs, look who we got here. We got Kuzi.
Who?
This is Sam.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Corey.
Hello. I'm not putting names to names.
Okay, I already called him Jake.
Corey,
Okay.
what did you think of Maul?
It was a good show. I enjoy it so far. The only issue I have really is at the end of the show, or at least at the end of episode 2, when they have fucking whatever her name is just push the bank off the wall instead of just straight up. What's this? Am I being summoned for something else? So essentially, like, they have what's her name just push the fucking bank safe vault thing off the wall of wherever it is, and she's just able to do that. And maybe not have her just be stuck in this mysterious place for like 5 seconds, and the Maul essentially just walks in and says, "Stop being a bitch," and then she's like, "You know what? Let me listen to the man that fucking kidnapped myself and another person just so that he can be like, you're stronger than you are, man."
Well, I think he was just trying to be like, he was basically doing like a fucking Xbox talk. He was like, "You suck. You can't 1v1 me." And then he just walked out.
It wasn't. I don't see it as a you can't 1v1 me type deal. It's
No,
more
I
of
don't
like.
mean, I don't mean actually 1v1. I just mean the level of like, oh, you can't do this.
just old-fashioned rage baiting.
Yeah, he basically was rage baiting her. Yeah, he was trying to see if she would go dark side.
I mean, using your abilities to escape a vault really isn't going dark side.
No, you're correct, but he was seeing if she had enough power in order to do so.
I don't know. I feel like anyone would have the strength necessary to do what she did.
We don't know that at this point with the way that they fucked the Force up. So, like,
one thing about this show is that I like that lightsabers act like lightsabers. Like they're not just they're not bats anymore.
No, they're
That kind.
actual lightsabers again. Yes.
Yeah.
Which is nice to see.
They actually stabbed.
Very refreshing.
Oh, I got some fucking hilarious for you guys. You're gonna love this. It's Star Wars related. I was watching a video, and it's of this guy trying to explain like the different lightsaber colors and what they mean and shit like that. And then he just tried to pass off Rey's lightsaber at the end as if she made it from her staff. And he's essentially saying like Rey is like the flagship character for the yellow lightsaber crystal. And I'm like, no, that's just Leia's lightsaber.
No. Let me tell you about my friend Bastilla.
That's not Bastilla's fucking saber.
No. Her daughter, right? Isn't Bastilla's daughter the one that has a yellow saber?
No.
On the cover of Knights of the Old Republic?
No, that's Satele. She's got a blue one.
Bastilla, another one with a yellow one. Yes. Satele has a blue one. Bastilla has a yellow one.
Yes, you are correct. You were saying it backwards. You were saying
I said Bastilla first.
No, you said Bastilla's daughter. Doesn't she have the yellow one?
Okay, yes. No, that I was saying wrong. But I'm saying
Bastilla has the yellow lightsaber, yes.
Yes. So put some respect on my girl's name.
Bastilla, the Jedi Temple Guards, like, he was saying, oh yeah, all these people have it. I guess the point he was trying to make was that these are the people, she's the one in canon that we see. That's the face that has a yellow lightsaber. Which, granted, I don't know if we've had any other characters in the films have a yellow lightsaber or not besides her.
No, nothing.
So, if that's what he was referring to, that that Rey is the only person that we see in the live action with a yellow lightsaber, then yes, what he said is true. Rey is the only person that we've seen in the movies use a yellow lightsaber.
Yeah, but Disney uses the canon.
I feel like we all have to admit that just Disney canon's not real.
No, so Bastille is not canon, but
Indeed.
what is canon is the Temple Guards, which all had yellow.
But going back to what I said, I think what this guy was trying to convey in his statement is that we don't see anyone in the live action movies use a yellow lightsaber except her.
She doesn't use it either. She just turns it on.
Yeah, she doesn't use it. She has it for one scene.
Maybe it's just that she's the only one that has it in live action that uses it.
I'm trying to think.
I don't know. This guy had, like, it was a cool video to, like, listen to all the shit, like, all the different reasons.
She is the only person to have a yellow lightsaber, but it's insignificant. It is insignificant to the power of the Force.
All right, I need you to give back the brain cell, buddy.
Who?
You're in my head. Get out of my head.
Hey, yo. Roland's in your head.
Yeah, bro.
Like, how deep are we talking here?
Enough for
know.
Discord to come out.
All I'm saying, as deep as your headcanon wants to be, Roman. I know you're pretty fucking fruity and zesty over there.
As
So.
deep as your headcanon wants to be.
As deep as your headcanon wants it to be. Listen, I need. Look, we've had a Maul show. We got 3 episodes of Dooku. We've gotten stuff.
So you want to talk about what the real controllers of the Greys are? It looks like Sauron.
Have you ever had a significant head injury?
Where is my show about Daddy Palps? Where is my show about Daddy Palps, bro?
Yo, actually, he's not incorrect. I would love to have a show about young Palpatine, and I would love for it to be, like, actually well done, but they wouldn't.
You guys know how...
You know what people were saying? People were saying fucking, what's his name from Stranger Things should play a little kid Palpatine, and I was like, fuck
what?
You.
What?
No, they were talking about the kid, who's like dating 11.
Finn, right?
Mike.
Or Mike.
Yeah,
Mike?
Finn
They want
Wolfhard.
Mike to play Palpatine? No.
Yeah, because they want him
no.
to get older, and then they want him to be Loki, and then they want Loki to be young Palpatine.
Hold on. He doesn't look. No. He's all wrong for it.
Yes,
No.
I agree. It's terrible and a stupid idea and extremely retarded.
He looks nothing like Palpatine. he looks nothing like Palpatine.
He looks like a bitch.
Why would they want him to be Palpatine?
You know, actually, who would be a good young Palpatine? Timothy Chalamet would probably be able to pull it off.
I was thinking that. I was just thinking that. Like,
he'd probably be able to pull it off.
You know what? Yeah. Honestly, yes. Like, because Ian McDermott's the perfect old Palpatine, but if we're going to do when he was coming up, like, Timothy Chalamet, I think, would be really good. See, I was also going to say,
Yo, he could though.
Come here, bro.
He actually
Roxy.
could though.
Come here, Roxy.
I mean, he could.
No, he has the facial structure and everything. He legitimately could though. That's crazy.
Good girl. I have acquired a cat.
You would have.
He's got the right amount of races
that.
too. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, look, if he can pull off Roddy from Flushed Away, then he can pull off being a Palpatine too. Okay?
Love that movie.
Like, listen, Hoosie, have you seen what Cammy looks like? He looks just like Roddy from Flushed Away. Just
all right,
here.
I can pretty much imagine it now. Yeah.
Yeah, here. Let me show those of you that are new here. This is what Cammy looks like. Y'all have seen him before, okay? This is Cammy. All right? This is what Cammy looks like, okay? Except he's got the little he's got the little stash here.
Roman, if you're willing to say this, send Cammy the link.
You know what? I will.
You can't say this without letting him defend himself if he desires.
Who the fuck muted me?
I will. I didn't